Om Vandeham Sri Guru Srijuta Padakamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Savadhutam Parijanam Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakam Nitamscha Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakam Nitamscha Vande Guru Pada Dandvam Bhakta Vrinda Shamanita Sri Chaitanya Prabhu Bhakti Nityananda Sahodita Sri Nandanandana Bande Radhika Charanadvayam Gopi Jana Samayukitam Vrindavano Manoharam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatipati Gopesha Gopika Kanto Radha Kanto Namostute Tapita Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Tapita Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jayatam Surato Pango Mama Manda Matergati Matsharbashva Padam Bhojo Radha Madano Mohano Divyade Vrindaranya Kalapadrumadha Srimad Ratnagar Simhasanastu Sri Gandharva Sri Lagovinda Deva Prishthalibhi Shevyamano Smaram Sri Radha Sri Lagovinda Deva Prishthalibhi Shevyamano Smaram Sriman Rasha Rasharambhi Bangshi Bhatta Tatasthita Karshan Venu Shanair Gopi Gopinatha Sistuna Vrindayai Tulasi Dibba Priyayai Keshavasyacha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavattai Namo Namah Narayanam Namaskritya नरं चैव नरोत्तमम् देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय स्वयं भगवान श्री श्री कृष्ण चंद्र जी की जय स्वयं भगवान श्री श्री कृष्ण चंद्र जी की जय मदन मोहन गोविंद देव गोपीनाथ राधानाथ की जय हे हे राधानाथ राधिका रमन गोपीनाथ की जय जय भगवान सपरिकार श्री कृष्ण चंद्र महाप्रभु की भगवान सपरिकर श्री श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय कृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानंद प्रभु पंच तत्वात्मक गौर हरि की जय श्री श्री कृष्ण जन्माष्टमी तिथि बरा की जय श्री श्री कृष्ण जन्माष्टमी तिथि पूजा महामहोत्सव की जय सपरिकर श्री नंद बाबा की जय सपरिकार श्रीमती जशोदा मैया की जय सपार्षद श्री नंद महाराज जशोदा मैया की जय सपरिकार देवकी माता वसुदेव प्रभु की जय सपरिकार स्वयं भगवान कृष्णचंद्र जी की जय जय परमाराध्य श्रील गुरु महाराज की जय परमाराध्य सपरिकार श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय समस्त गुरु वर्ग की जय परम पूज्य समस्त गुरु वर्ग की जय सपार्षद परमाराध्य जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय हरिनाम संकीर्तन की श्री कृष्ण नाम संकीर्तन महामहोत्सव की हरंग विजयते श्री कृष्ण संकीर्तन My dear devotees, I offer my loving regards to all of you. My dear devoted audience who will be listening to today's Krishna Katha, Hari Katha. I offer my loving affection, loving regards to all of you. Gaura Hari Bol, Dayal Nitai, Gaur Hari Bol. Dayal Nitai Gaurang, Gaura Gadadhara Prabhu. So dear devotees, we all know today is the Krishna Janmashtami festival. Today is none other than the day of divine appearance, divine advent of Krishnastu Bhagavan Shayam Bhagavan, Sri Krishna Chandra. So, this day, Sri Janmashtami, is being worshipped by the devotees, is being so much adored, so much loved by the devotees of Lord Krishna all over India, all over the world. Lord Krishna, He has been so beloved, so dear. Okay. So, the Supreme, He is the beloved object of the supreme taste, supreme joy of devotees. So today is one of the most auspicious, fortune-giving days. No much need to mention. Simply needless to mention. Today is one of the topmost fortune-giving days, supremely benedicting days in our lives, specifically in the lives of Krishna devotees. You know, the way of Lord Krishna's appearance in this Janmashtami Tithi is so much full of beautiful wonders, wonderful characteristics, beautifully mystical characteristics. It was no ordinary type of appearance. Although sometimes it becomes a little difficult, in other words, sometimes it's not really easy for the mundane people, very materially limited, mundanely limited people, to understand the divine nature and characteristics of the appearance of Lord Krishna on this earth. Because they simply read the descriptions, details descriptions about the appearance of Lord Krishna from Srimad Bhagavatam. They mostly relate to the descriptive part of how Lord Krishna appeared, how Lord Krishna appeared like he took birth from the womb of Mother Devaki. She delivered Lord Krishna. She delivered child Lord Krishna at some point. So the ordinary mundane people think of it mostly in a mundane way. They are mundanely limited through their mundanely limited conception. In other words, they simply try to comprehend, to understand Krishna's way of appearance, divine birth, following some ordinary, normal, a little bit higher than the normal, but mundane way. So he also appeared, he also took birth from the womb of Mother Devaki. Krishna also had parents in the form of Vasudeva and Devaki. So Mother Devaki also delivered child Krishna at some point. Although there are enough transcendental descriptions around depicting, telling about Krishna's way of divine birth by Shukadeva Goswami, to explain it was not at all any ordinary type of birth, although it was looking like that. It was seeming like that. Seeming like kind of mundane birth. But it was not at all that. Completely transcendental. So Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, the Guru Maharaj often explained the nature of the Leela, the most of the nature, characteristics of the Krishna Leela on this earth is like Prakita Bhat, but Natu Prakitam Aprakritam. Looks like earthly. It very much looks like earthly, worldly type, Prakita Bhat. Very similar to earthly ways, but Natu Prakitam. Never understand it as mundane, as mundanely manifested. Natu Prakitam is never that of mundane nature, but of Prakritam, fully of transcendental nature. Whether or not you understand through your limited sense, limited way of comprehension, understanding, realizations, but you must know. You must know by reality, by truth, every Leela of Krishna, including the Leela of his divine birth, divine appearance, all are fully transcendental to the all material limit, mundane limits. Wonderfully, spiritually, beautifully, opulently mystical character. Powerfully mystical character. You know, I give you some example. Just to explain, just to clarify to you all in a very easy way. I pick up some easy examples, like some worldly examples. Like when a magician, suppose when a great magician shows magic to you all, whatever he shows us, he makes us see. looks like reality. Looks like reality, truth. But by intelligence we know, most part of the magical soul is nothing but magic. It is a reality, but that of magical reality. Some magical, illusory reality, but not really real. Not really real. Because after all, it's a magical soul. Magicians are somehow controlling our mind and our seeing process, and simply showing the magic, the way Krishna come back again. So it was problem. So what I was lastly speaking. See, one of the very special, sweet characteristics of Krishna Leela is that Lord Krishna loves to manifest his Leela in a human way, more human way, to touch our heart closely, intimately, to be very close to the human heart, human feelings. Although he always remains a superhuman, transcendental Lord, still, it is one of his great choices that he loves to manifest himself in a more human way, sweet, beautiful human way. The human beings are created following Lord's form, Lord's nature to some extent. The difference is that Lord Krishna is the creator of human beings. Humans are created by him. He is that of unlimited character, nature, whereas humans are more limited. Those similarities are there, but never same. Krishna always remains as transcendental to all ordinary human nature. But he loves to manifest himself, manifest his love in transcendental human way. Therefore, it has been stated, described in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnero jate ko khela, sarvottama naralila, narobapu taharo sharu. Krishnero jate ko khela, sarvottama naralila, narobapu taharo sharu. Nabo Kishore Natogaro Brajalilar Hayayanu Krishnera Jatiko Khala. Out of all kinds of beautiful playfulness, playful characters, Leelas of Krishna. His Leela in the form of human is the best. His pastimes in the form of most beautiful, powerful, wonderful human form. Transcendental human form is the best. Because originally Krishna is the Supreme Person in the transcendental, eternal human form. I repeat, Naragopu Taharasya. Krishna's eternal, divine identity, original, eternal, divine identity, as Swayam Bhagavan, is none other than in human form, but in transcendence, in complete transcendence to the mundane conception of the humans. So that to be again. I can use another example, easy example. Besides magician's example, let me find another easy example. Like, suppose a big, a powerful, big general, warlord came back from the warfield after victory, winning the victory. The same powerful general, warlord, when came back to his own beloved family, to his beloved wife, beloved son, children. Maybe at some point, he just started entertaining his little son, little daughter by becoming his or her horse. He became his son's or daughter's horse, posed like a horse, and making them ride on his back, like he was happily giving them a horse ride, out of love. His child was enjoying, he was also enjoying. His sweet child or daughter enjoying to ride on the back of their father, posing like their horse. Father was also enjoying to become a horse to them out of great affection, great love for them. Suppose if somebody doesn't really know about him, about that general, that who is he. Suppose some outsider just all of a sudden comes, and just sees him in that pose, just playing with his child, becoming their horse, without having any clue, any knowledge that he is none other than a big, powerful general. What you will understand? You will think, oh, he is just one of the ordinary human beings, ordinary humans like us, with some affectionate, loving father, and now making his son or daughter, making his child enjoy horse ride in this way. A lovely, sweet father. Oh, nothing more than that really. Nice, a lovely, very good father. But he has no clue. Although he is posing like a loving father before his children, before his child. But he is really not like that. It is a part of his reality, no doubt. That he is a loving father also, no less than becoming the general in the warfield, big captain, major in the warfield. Yet, that is not one and only identity. That's not his one and only identity. Besides, he became very sweet, compassionate, and loving father in relation to his children. He's also very powerful. powerful general, war commander. And so that is another identity, reality. Why am I giving this example? Such type of examples to easily explain that although Krishna was posing the supreme unborn, omniscient, omnipresent, universal superpower, all-pervading, all-encompassing universal superpower, is unborn by nature, was kind, just lovingly, kind, was taking birth through the womb of Mother Devaki. He was becoming like, he was posing to be the very loving son, loving child of Mother Devaki, and then later on, Supreme Mother Yashoda. No doubt. That is also another eternal identity, but Leela-oriented identity. Okay, Leela. To understand, Leela-oriented, Leela-centered identity of Lord Krishna. To be born in that way, to become such sweet, to be born as such a lovely child, divine child. But that doesn't nullify at all that Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam is none other than the Supreme Personality of God. In other words, He is the Supreme Person, Supreme Personality of all-pervading, supremely powerful divine truth. He is Swayam Bhagavan, Supreme God, Supreme Lord, who is not only so beautiful, but also is so powerful, knowledgeful, full of opulence. After all, the Supreme Absolute Truth, combining all beauty, all power, knowledge, opulence, and beauty, love together in Him, unlimitedly, limitless. That is Krishna Tattva. That is the Krishna Tattva, nature of His Tattva. Once we try to understand, once we have some knowledge, at least some basic concept about the Krishna Tattva, then as we approach, as we come to understand Krishna Leela, different kinds of Krishna Leela as like human beings. Now at this point, Krishna's way of appearance, Krishna's way of taking birth from the womb of Mother Devaki, in a proper way. In other words, then only we can understand such a Leela of Krishna in a proper, truthful, realistic way. It's all like magical soul. We enjoy magical soul, but what we enjoy to see is not exactly reality. It's magical, that of magical reality. As we see that general becoming a lovely horse to his lovely child, that's also a reality. But it's certain kind of reality in love relationship. Okay? But It's not just that. After all, he is a great warrior, greatly powerful general. But in a similar way, we should all try to comprehend, try to understand the nature of Krishna's birth, Krishna's way of appearance from the womb of Mother Devaki. There cannot be any scope of any doubt or question mark in this regard. Many things, sometimes, often, certain things happen in our life in a wonderfully mystical way. We cannot judge them, understand them in just black and white manner. But through the proper lights of knowledge and understanding of what is the reality, what really that is, what really that all is. So, in the first place, we have to understand divine character, transcendental character of Lord Krishna's way of taking birth from Mother Devaki. Although all the intelligent people can understand just by reading the scenario, the surrounding descriptions of the Krishna's appearance Leela through Srimad Bhagavatam. That is never ordinary. It's full of transcendental characteristics. That Lord Krishna. In the first place, Lord Krishna appeared as four-armed child. Okay, you see, like four-armed child form of Lord Vishnu. A mystically, wonderfully four-armed child form of Narayana. Sankha, decorated with Sankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, Dhari. And then thereafter, he manifested his original, two-armed, most beautiful, most lovable, most attractive, wonderfully beautiful and lovable, two-armed child Krishna form. Okay. So, all are mystical, all are full of wonders, mystical type, no ordinary type. We can simply, as soon as we follow the ways, the nature, characters of the descriptions of Krishna's Leela, of appearance, we can immediately, open-heartedly, fully understand this. They are all divine, after all divine. Divinely spiritual, all transcendental. Although some part of the Leela of Krishna's taking birth, looking like human one. It took some time, energy to thoroughly explain about it, because many people in the world, they try to judge Krishna like just in a ordinary human way. Okay, by only scratching on the surface of Krishna Leela, because they have no ability to go deeper, okay, enter deeper. They have no ability to go higher in transcendence to understand Krishna Leela. They try to understand, grasp Krishna Leela the way they think, okay, in a limited way, a limited human way. That's not proper. That's not proper at all. We have to understand the truth in a truthful way, to understand the reality realistically, not through some illusory conception. Illusory conception actually leads us to understand the wrong way. The wrong way, misleading us. All the people need to be careful about it. So, because not only around the Leela of Krishna's divine birth, divine appearance, also around other Leelas of Krishna, people have, ordinary mundane people have the tendency to judge Krishna Leela, Krishna's activity. Some normal human way, maybe a little bit extraordinary human way. And we have no idea. It's far, far, far beyond it, transcendental to that. That's the reason I took some time to explain it. See, Lord Krishna himself in his Bhagavad Gita kindly cautioned us, explained to us the reality about his own self. Devotees know those verses. Devotees know about those verses from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, explaining Krishna's divine character, transcendental character, his transcendental lifestyle, life activities. First I remember that verse. Janma karma chami divyam yo evam vetti tattata. Janma karma chami divyam yo evam vetti tattata. I remember it. Another verse. Ajopi sannabhaya atma. Krishna is described in Bhagavad Gita as Ajo. Ajo means unborn. And Param Guru Padma, His Divine Grace, Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada, nicely explained about the nature and character of Krishna Leela by saying, Ajir Janma, Nirvikare Chid Vilash. এই সমস্ত অনুধাবন করিতে হবে, meaning the nature of birth of the Supreme One who is unborn. So I repeat, the nature of birth of the unborn, ever unborn, the nature of the divine activities of the Supreme who is beyond all kinds of forms, limits of formal manifestation. These have to be realized. These have to be realized, understood through proper knowledge, the proper lights of divine knowledge and respect. You cannot understand them in a simple, limited, normal human way. It's impossible. How can we, the human beings, understand the nature of birth of the Supreme, who is ever unborn by nature? How can we try to understand the divine activities, divine human activities, human Leela of Krishna? Okay. Who is none other than all-pervading, omniscient, omnipresent, all-encompassing superpower, behind all creation, maintenance, destruction, cause of all causes. Okay. Supreme, all-pervading, absolute, divine energy, the supreme truth. Now that is taking the form of personality, manifesting in his eternally wonderfully powerful and beautiful and knowledgeful, majestic human form as Krishna. Okay. First of all, Krishna Tattva has to be understood. In other words, Krishna Tattva has to be understood in the first place in order to properly understand and taste Krishna Leela. Okay. Properly enter into the divine world, Krishna Leela. Krishna Leela means, which includes his Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela, all Paripar Vaishishta. Divine name, form, fame, quality, or Leelas, and his characteristics, his divine characteristics. I repeat, divine characteristics of his Leela with his devotees, of his beloved associates, with his divine characteristics and his divine ways of beautiful relationships he was having with his eternal associates, beloved devotees. Beloved Lord and his beloved devotees. Their devotees' beloved Lord and the Lord's beloved devotees. That is their sambandha. That's the nature of the eternal beautiful relationship. So, Janma karma chamidam yo evam vetti tattataha. Now just remember. Takta deham punarjanmam vaitmameti sojana. Janma karma chamidam yo evam vetti tattataha. Takta deham punarjanmam vaitmameti sojana. Krishna explains about his own self. See? The way of my birth, way of my activities, all are that of divine nature, transcendental nature. So those who understand, who can realize about my ways of birth and my ways of the activities as transcendental, completely, beautifully transcendental to all mundane happenings, mundane nature. After leaving their material body, after their death, okay. Takta deham punarjanma naiti mami. After leaving their material body, they are never born. They never come back to this world again. Means they are no more obliged to be born again in this worldly existence. That is the good remuneration. Okay, I grant towards them. That is the reward granted by me towards them. But with the death of their material body, they don't have to be born again on this mundane plane. They can be born on other higher spiritual plane connected with me, but not on this mundane plane. In other words, they don't have to come back to this mundane misery. So, the Lord Krishna clearly explains that my janma is the nature of my birth, my karma, nature of my activities. Janma, karma, chame dibbam, all are divine, all of divine nature characteristics. The fortunate souls can understand, can realize that realistically. Connects to the appearance lila of Krishna today. That I explain. In another verse, yogi sannabhayatma bhutanam ishvaru prakritim samavishta sambhavani atma maya. It's another beautiful verse. Lord Krishna beautifully explaining about his own transcendental self. He became so kind and merciful to explain, realistically explain about his own tattva, to guide us, to mercifully, kindly, mercifully guide us. Thus blessed us so much. Blessed us so much with his real identity, with his real conception, transcendental conception about his own eternal tattva, divine identity. This verse also refers to that same reality. Ajopi san abhayatma bhutanam ishvaru. Ajopi, I am unborn. I am abhaya. Means I cannot be spent. Okay? Although by nature, by my divine nature I am unborn, still I take birth. I am born to do my lila, to perform my beautiful lila, and to distribute that divine taste among my devotees, to be sharing divine nectarine taste with my associates and beloved devotees, while I am also tasting, relishing my own sweet pastimes, my own beauty, opulence, my own power, my own nectarine pastimes, while I am also enjoying, tasting, I feel a special love, so much love to share that experience, nectarine experience, with all my beloved, dear associates and devotees. That is my nature. That's why I am born on this earthly plane to perform my pastimes, although by nature, as Parama Brahma, Paramatma, okay, as I repeat, as becoming that of Parama Brahma, Paramatma nature. I am ever unborn. I ever remain as unborn, eternally existent. Okay. Yet, I want to be born for my leader. जो भी संग अभयात्मा, Abhaya means I am that tattva, I am such truth which can never be spent, which can never be finished. Can never be finished, never be ended. Ever unending. And that truth which is ever endless, that of endless character, unending character of Bhaya can never be finished, ended. Jyoti Sam Abhayatma Bhutana Vishwarupisam. Look at me. Look at me. Sorry, some environmental distractions coming time to time. Nature of this world. So, look at me. I'm actually the Supreme Lord of the infinite universe. Bhutana Vishwarupisam. Prakritim samadhisthaya sambodham atmamaya. How I am born? Now Lord Krishna himself is explaining about the nature, about the way of his taking birth, his appearance. That Prakritim samadhisthaya sambhavami atmamaya. Subjugating, over-influencing the Prakriti, the nature, Mother Nature, by my own natural power and by the virtue of Yogamaya, by the virtuous power of my own Yogamaya, I am born by my own self. I am actually born by my own self. Sambhavami Atmamaya. I am actually born by my own self, by the virtual effects of Yogamaya. Not Mahamaya energy, but Yogamaya. That's how the Leela of Lord Krishna's birth took place in this Tithi Janmashtami. Another verse. Bahuni me pratitani janmani tavacharjuna. Bahuni me pratitani janmani tavacharjuna. Tannaham veda sarvani nattham vetha parantapa. Tannaham veda sarvani nattham vetha parantapa. See, Krishna said to Arjuna, my dear friend Arjuna, see, I have also been born many times, you have also been born many times. I have been, in other words, I have been born many times, many lives. You have also been born many times. You know the difference between me and you, between myself and you? That I know all of the activities I did in all my births, in all my lives. But you don't know. You cannot remember them. You can only remember your present life. Activities of the present life. But I know, I am fully aware all my activities, my everything, from all my past lives, everything, as Antarjami, as omniscient, omnipotent, but you cannot. That's one of the basic differences between you and me, oh Arjuna. Try to understand my tattva. Try to understand who am I, who I am. I am the Supreme Lord. Although I am appearing as your beloved friend before you, but factually, my tattva, my reality, I am none other than the Supreme Lord, Supreme God. Annaham Veda Sarvani. Anaham Veda Sarvani. I know everything from all my births. Nattam Vetha Parantapa. You don't know those. See. That's how we should view Leela of birth of Krishna. Krishna also cautioned to another verse of Bhagavad Gita. Avajananti mang bhunga manushim tanumastam parambhava majanantu mamuhuta maheshwaram. Avajananti mang bhunga manushim tanumastam parambhava majanantu mamuhuta maheshwaram. Again, I am not going into the explanation of this verse to take time. You can find out this translation from Bhagavad Gita and relate to the topics of my Harikatha today. So again, back to the same. Sometimes people have questions. Many people have some general, normal question in their mind. Lord Krishna is the Lord of the universe, Supreme God. Why don't you see Him? Can He not sometimes manifest Himself before our eyes so that we can behold Him? We can have His darshan. We can have darshan of Him. We can touch Him. We can feel. We can dearly, lovingly feel of Him. Why Lord Krishna? Why the Supreme Lord, Supreme Absolute Good, Supremely Merciful Lord made such promise that He would never appear before our eyes, before the eyes of the common mundane people, before the eyes, before the sense perception, sense perception or experience of the mundane people. He is the Lord of all of us. So why it is the way? Why we cannot? We hear of Him, think of Him, we discuss of Him. There's so much glorious descriptions about Him, His transcendental characteristics, nature, Leela. Can He not mercifully manifest Himself before our eyes? We, the ordinary mundane people, although we are not qualified to see Him, to feel Him, to touch Him, but He can be. He can sometimes decide to be the object of our experience, to be perceived by us. Then that would be so wonderful. This is the question. This is the normal question of many. They think, ordinary people just think, oh, Krishna, oh, he was born some 5,200, 300 years ago, some 5,500 years ago. was born in the past. Then at some point he left this world. He was no more there. He is no more here. See, that is the very limited way of understanding about Krishna, about the appearance and activities of Krishna. That he was in past, more than 5,000 years ago, he was born and he lived his life for a while in this world and he left. And thereafter he was no more. That is a total misconceived way about Krishna. The truth is that as Krishna was, Krishna is still, Krishna is present, and Krishna will be present, will continue to be present all through the infinite time, all through the infinite flow of the infinite time, place and situation. I repeat. Actually, it was not that Krishna was just in the past. He was. He has been in the past. Now he has been in the present. Also he will be. He will continue to be in future. That is Krishna. That's the way we have to realize about Krishna, Krishna Tattva. Not in a limited human way. Oh, he was just a very nice, big, very important historical figure at some point in Dapara Yuga and then finished. Not at all. But how that Lord Krishna has been manifest in past, in present, and will be manifest in future, in eternity, eternally, is that as Parama Brahma, Paramatma, and also Bhagavan, with his eternal Leela on the plane of perfection, divine Goloka, Goloka Dhama Vrindavan. And we all know, when we say Supreme Lord means omniscient, omnipresent, eternal, it means He is also present right now. He is being present in the present time, not just in the past. And He will be continuing to be present in future time, throughout the limitless time-place situation, unlimited time-place situations. That is Krishna Tattva. Because Krishna also needs to be understood as all-pervading, omniscient, omnipotent, all-encompassing, superpower, Param Brahma. He is present all the time, throughout all time-place situations, uninterrupted. Without His presence, none of the points of the creation can be activated, can be validated. Nothing can be validated, valued. Nothing, no existence can be possible. What to speak of existence of the life? Even the existence of matter will not also be possible, is not even possible without the eternal presence of Lord Krishna everywhere in His energy form, in His all-pervading, all-encompassing Paramatma, Atma, Paramatma form, Parang Brahma form, Parang Brahma, Paramatma form. That's how Krishna is everywhere present. Everywhere present throughout the unlimited time-place situations in this universe. Unlimited. Unlimited cosmos creation. That is Krishna. That is Krishna Tattva. We realize Krishna as Krishna Tattva, then only we will be qualified to somehow understand, even in the form of a glimpse, somehow have the realistically basic, proper understanding about Krishna Leela. Otherwise, all be misled, misguided, a limited way thinking, oh, like he did Leela like some other powerful human beings. Somewhat bigger. He was powerful, a little somewhat more than human being, like superhuman being, or nothing more than that. Totally misled. See, look into the characteristics of the way of Krishna's appearance in the night of Janmashtami. Lord Krishna, Supreme Lord Krishna is known as the supreme reality, the beautiful. Lord Krishna, I repeat, is known as the supreme absolute, full-fledged reality, who is supremely beautiful, the beautiful. But he is not just beautiful, Lord. He is also powerful, also full of knowledge and opulence. As we look into the definition of Supreme God, he has got 6 kinds of opulences which make him as Supreme God. Vaishajyasya samagrasya, virjasya vishasya, jnana vairagyagasya, sannam bhavetinda. Jnana vairagyagasya sannam bhavetinda. So, there, devotees know about the 6 opulences of Krishna. So Krishna is not only the supreme reality, the beautiful, transcendentally beautiful, but at the same time is full of power, opulence, knowledge, lives of divine wisdom. All are combined in Krishna Tattva. Krishna is supremely beautiful. Why? Because in the first place he is supremely beautiful, but also his beauty, his conception of beauty is also backed by his power, heroic, unlimited heroic power, his knowledge of the truth, truthful knowledge, his divinity, his divine opulence. Therefore, Lord Krishna is also supremely beautiful. I repeat, Krishna is supremely beautiful Lord. Not only because he is supremely beautiful, but he is supremely beautified by the backing of infinite heroic power, noble power, knowledge, effulgence of knowledge, opulence, the greatness, beauty of opulence, or beauty of his omniscience. So, beauty of his truthfulness. So his beauty is also qualified by all these factors of his tattva, besides his own absolute beauty. So, in other words, I repeat, because his beauty is backed by all other aspects. This is opulence, Vishajyasya, divine opulence, samagrasya, his entirety, completeness, absolute nature, samagrasya, virjasya, heroic power, jasasya, noble, infinitely qualified, glorious, noble fame, Sriyam and Saundarjam. So, Lord Krishna is reality the beautiful. The beauty of the beautiful Lord Krishna also qualified by all these qualifications, attributes, all these aspects. So, therefore he is beautiful. So, the conception of Krishna's beauty is all encompassing, has to be understood in a full-fledged sense. Suppose somebody can be very beautiful, someone can be very good looking, can look so beautiful, lovely, beautiful, but he is so weak. If he becomes very weak, devoid of knowledge, devoid of all, opulence, other qualification, then merely his looking beautiful cannot be making him glorious, cannot be making him so glorious and so beloved. So, beauty, conception of the beauty in the absolute good, also completed, very complete, with other beautiful qualifications, gorgeous, opulent qualifications, such as infinite knowledge, truthfulness, power, all these. So back to the point. Lord Krishna appeared today in this stormy night, in the night filled with storm and heavy rain, on this day, Janmashtami, giving us the message, I am not just a beautiful Lord, but I am also Lord of all power. I can make my appearance in a sweet way, through sweet, beautiful atmosphere, environment. Also, I can make my appearance, through adverse situation, apparently adverse situations. Because I am such powerful Lord. I can also choose to make my appearance through apparently very heavy, adverse, unfavorable environment, because I can easily subdue, overpower all the powers of natural calamity, such as big storm or heavy rain or oceanic waves. They cannot overpower me, because I am the Supreme Lord, all power. I overpower all of them, because they were also empowered by me, by my power. Natural calamity cannot have any power if they are not empowered by me for some purposes of Bhuhara or no. So, the signaling Sudam Shaka to close the door, thinking what Maharaj is saying. So, Lord Krishna gave this message to us. Beautiful, most lovable, supremely lovable, sweet, beautiful Lord Krishna made his appearance with power through by manifesting his godly power, transcendental power in the very stormy, rainy night. Ordinary people cannot go out. Vasudeva went out by Krishna's inspiration and instruction. carrying him in his lap. Vasudeva went out, in spite of the heavy storm and thunderbolt, heavy rains, too much shivering cold. He went out, protected by Ananta Deva, who spread his hood all around, all over, on the top of his head, trying to protect child Krishna and Vasudeva. In this way, Vasudeva moved towards Goloka, Gokula, and thereafter, you all know, devotees know, the true stories of Krishna Leela after his divine birth. So, the beautiful Lord Krishna appeared, rather, he chose to make his appearance rather in a powerful manner. That way. So, in Krishna Tattva, all the beauty are combined with all opulence, grandeur, power, divine power, and knowledge, all truthfulness. Satchit Anandam, we all know about. Definition of one of the great definitions of Lord Krishna is that he is qualified with Sat Chit Ananda. Sat means, you all know, Sat means eternity. The character that of eternity. So, he is Sat, means he is of eternal nature, Chit, that of infinite life consciousness, infinite absolute life consciousness, universal consciousness, divine consciousness, Chit. Also it means is the infinite ocean, all knowledge. Chit means not only consciousness, but also knowledge. So, I repeat, Krishna means the sum total of all eternal characteristics, everlasting, permanent characteristics. So, also it means full of truth, eternal, absolute truth, truthfulness, Chit, embodiment of all consciousness. Consciousness means life consciousness, universal consciousness, consciousness of the whole truth, consciousness of his own self. It includes all. And knowledge divine. The personification, embodiment of all such qualities. Chit, Anandam, personification, infinite ocean of all this, nectar in ecstasy, Anandam. Devotees know about all this. Still I feel repeated taste, newer taste, to be explaining, to be describing about Lord Krishna, beloved Lord Krishna, in this way. No matter how much you go on, you continue describing his glories, his transcendental glories, never become stale. While we can relish it, we can really feel into the infinite ocean of the glories, qualities of Krishna, never become stale or monotonous. Ever remains as tasteful, with endless taste. Even throughout the repetitions, still a devotee can continue to be tasting and tasting and tasting it. To speak about the glorious qualities, No matter how much you speak about Lord Krishna's beauty and qualities, his Leela characteristics, never becomes enough. Never becomes enough of it. Such is the taste. Such is the taste in Krishna, in his Leela. Ishara Parama Krishna, Satchidananda Vigraha. Very embodiment, personification of Satchidananda, Anadi Radhi Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam. I remember another beautiful verse describing the extraordinary divine qualities, most beautiful qualities of Krishna. Sarvadhuta chamatkari, Leela kallolo baridhi, Atulla madhura prema, Mangita priyamandala, Tri Jagannamana Sakarshi, Murali Kalakujita, Asamanordharu Passi, Vishmapita Characharaha. One of the most beautiful, wonderful verses describing about beautiful qualities of Krishna. Most wonderful, incomparably beautiful qualities of Krishna. I feel like reciting that verse again and again. Sarvadhuta chamatkari, Leela kallolo baridhi, Atulla madhura prema, Mandita priyamandala. Sarvadhuta chamatkari, Leela kallolo baridhi, Atulla madhura prema, Mandita priyamandala. Tri Jagannamana Sakarshi, Murali Kalakujita, Asamanordharupassi, Vishmapita Characharaha. First part is Sarvadhuta Chamatkari, Leela Kallolo Baridhi. Most wonderful of all wonders, which is so deeply attractive by its beauty and quality. Irresistibly attracts the hearts of his devotees by that incomparable beauty and quality. It is so wonderful. Sarvadhuta chamatkari, Leela kallolo baridhi. Krishna, again I repeat, Krishna has got such wonderful beauty, such nectarine beauty that arouses infinite love, loving attraction towards him. Irresistibly attracts and enchants, most sublimely, deeply enchants the heart of his devotees with infinite love. Love feelings, blissful love feelings, is most wonderful of all the best wonders. That is the character. That is the character of Krishna, quality of Krishna. Sarvadhuta chamatkari. Leela, next, Leela kallolo baridhi. His infinite ocean of all the nectarine pastimes, nectarine divine Leela, with nectarine waves of relish and taste in it. That's how it is. Leela kallolo baridhi, Atulla madhura prema, Mandita priyamandala. The sweetest, most nectarian, love ecstasy, bliss of love. He is decorated with, he is adorned, decorated with. He is simply incomparable. Simply inexplicable, incomparable, unparalleled. It's called Atulla. Atulla, Madhura Prema Mandita Priyamanda. And he is always imbued, always fully imbued, fully decorated with the infinite, with his own infinite love ecstasy, his own infinite taste of love bliss, beauty of his love bliss, okay, which is simply incomparable and unparalleled. Unparalleled. That is Krishna. Atulla Madhura Prema Mandita Priyamandala Trijaganamana Sakarshi Murali Kalakujitaha. And by that, by such most sublime, unlimited power of his beauty, unlimited power of his attractions, he helplessly attracts the minds and hearts of the fortunate souls all over these three worlds. All over these three worlds. Trijaganama Nasakarshi. And besides attracting all these three worlds and the heart, mind and hearts and souls of the fortunate jivas all over these three worlds, by his own qualities and beauty, he also attracts them by his sweet play of flute song, by his nectarine flute song. Whoever had the highest fortune to even hear even a glimpse, even a slight glimpse of the divine flute song of Krishna, could not hold himself or herself. They knew what it was. They have known what it is. How it is the ocean of infinite attraction, irresistible attraction, filled with nectarine bliss, nectarine enchantment, total enchantment of mind, heart and soul, while becoming entuned to be relishing even a little glimpse of the flute song, hearing the flute song of Krishna. Trijaganamana Sakarshi Murali Kalakujitaha. That part of this part, Murali Kalakujita, can also be explained separate from Trijaganamana Sakarshi. It can be explained by itself. That is another one of the highest, most sublime, most attractive qualities of Krishna. Beauty of Krishna, beautiful quality of Krishna, that such a nectarine flute player. He plays, he produces such unlimitedly attractive flute song. Murali Kalakujita. That by that divine sound vibration, by that most beautiful, transcendental, nectarine sound vibration of his flute song, Krishna He overwhelms Brajagopis, Brajagopals, Brajagopis, Srimati Radha Thakurani. He overwhelms, inundates, helplessly overwhelms the hearts of his beloved devotees, his associates, all the fortunate souls. So that Murali Kalakujita means by the nectarine sound vibration of his flute play, flute song, he fills the inner world of the mind and heart and soul with nectarine melody, nectar of the divine flute music, flute melodies, and it is full-fledged nectarine taste, where everybody becomes helpless. Everybody becomes helpless. It is so much overwhelming for them all. That is another highest, greatest, most beautiful qualification of Krishna and Krishna Lila. He is also the Lord of the world, infinite world of nectarine, divine sounds of the Brahma, nectarine musical melody. Ultimately, that is the world of Gandharvika Radharan. Ultimately, that is the world of Gandharvika, our supreme beloved goddess Srimati Radhika. And Krishna is the emperor in that world, in the form of flute player, and filling that whole world with his the most sweet nectarian sound vibration, flute song. The highest conception of Shabda Brahma, the topmost beautiful nectarian conception, fulfilled conception of the world of Shabda Brahma is actually manifested by the flute song of Krishna. It all culminated. The highest beauty, the highest musical attraction, the nectarine melody, okay? The sweetness of the musical melody, the highest nectarine taste of the world of Shabda Brahma, divine sound vibration, all culminated in the beauty and nectar of the flute song of Krishna. Okay. That's how Krishna's flute song is. Therefore, Sri Guru Maharaj felt specifically inspired. He specifically received the revelation of Gayatri Nigurartha, the very secret and most sublime meaning, the deepest, most profound, sublime meaning of the Brahma Gayatri, connected with the flute song of Krishna ultimately. Flute song of Krishna ultimately. That it all culminated, all the highest meanings, substantial, essential meanings of the Brahma Gayatri ultimately culminated in the flute song of Krishna, in the nectar taste of the flute song of Krishna, which is none other than Krishna himself in the form of his own divine sound vibration, in the form of his own flute song. Flute song of Krishna and Krishna himself is non-different, is not separate from each other. I repeat, the very flute song of Krishna and Krishna himself is actually identical. Same Krishna is appearing in the form of his own nectarine flute song. And same flute song form of Krishna, I repeat, flute song form of Krishna is appearing identically in the form of the personality of Krishna. They are inseparable. And so Guru Maharaj held special revelation about between the relation, special revelation about the relationship between flute song of Krishna and the deeper, essential meanings of Brahma Gayatri. In other words, the ultimate, the essence of all the meanings of Brahma Gayatri actually represented in the flute song of Krishna, in that sound vibration, and which song represents none other than Radha Dasyam, eternal loving servitude, the eternal engagement in the loving servitude of Srimati Radha Dasyam. Our eternal ambrosial engagement in the nectarian loving service, devotional service to the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika, Sri Radha Dasyam, Sri Radha Kainkarcham, in this way. So Tri Jagan Manasa Karshi, Murali Kalaku Jita, Ashaman Ardharupa Sri, Vishmapita Chara Chara. Last line. Ashaman Ardharupa Sri, Vishmapita Chara Chara. Lord Krishna, who is composed of, who is the personification of that kind of beauty, fathomless, unlimited beauty, and not just sweet beauty, but gorgeous beauty, majestic beauty, blissful beauty, Rupasri, that kind of Rupasri, which has got no competitor. Nothing can be above it, nothing can also be parallel to it. Nothing can be, no beauty of this world, of this universe, can be even parallel to it, close to it, what to speak more than that. That is called Asamanardha, Rupasri, Vishmapita Chara Chara. And that Rupasri, that divine beauty, that transcendental quality of divine beauty, absolute beauty, infinitely nectarine beauty, spreaded all over during the Krishna Leela in Goloka Vrindavana. It simply made everything, all the surroundings, just astounded with infinite joy, nectarine bliss and ecstasy. They had no other language. They have no other way or language to express its glories, to explain its glories. All became simply astounded with inexplicable bliss and ecstasy. Such is the nature of Krishna. In the beginning I was thinking, from where to start? The very nature of the glories of Lord Krishna is infinite. From where should I start and where should I end? So I just became spontaneous. Mokam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yat kripa tamaham vande paramananda madhavam. How can I be qualified to speak the glory of Krishna? What is my ability? What is my capacity to touch, to speak even the little glory of Lord Krishna? Unless He becomes merciful upon me, unless He makes me inspired to speak, to describe His glory. In other words, I repeat, until and unless Lord Krishna mercifully empowers me, enables me, qualifies me to speak about His glory, narrate His divine glories, who am I to speak it? With all my humility, I accept this truth. So, I humbly remain here. Today, I offer my devoted, wholehearted, loving obeisance unto the lotus feet of my beloved Lord Krishna, beloved Supreme Lord Krishna, Krishna Chandra, Divine Goddess Srimati Radhika Mahaprabhu Nityananda Prabhu, Gadadhara Prabhu Panchatattva, all my Guru Bhakta. I humbly remain here. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.